It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it's coming up next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Well, today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the L.A. Chargers. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They go play action with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tuli Tuipulotu, he got in there and met him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what... Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go back to the ground with Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he works free. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they were the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Wilson.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing is Wilson.
And he is caught.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
That caught by Manhertz.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They go play action now. Wilson dancing to his left. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Williams, running right. And now off to the races, down the right side.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Marvin Mims
from 10 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
When I see a route like that, I don't know how anybody stays with these receivers, because he curled back. I thought he was going to stop, then he just took off.
He really gave the impression that the curl was the end of the route. But when he turned it upfield and the throw was there, nothing a defender can do.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Herbert off of play action. And this one is incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the option, here's Eckler.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Eckler now between the tackles.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Herbert. Pass out left finds Johnston. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. He stiff-arms him, sheds off the tackle, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 107 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
129 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now Williams running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
More from L.A. in a moment.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards there for number 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 9.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Again, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Herbert now. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 8.
To the air again, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now it's Herbert.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis.
And he returns this to the 22. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They started on the ground with Eckler.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
That's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Justin Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play action. It's Herbert. Caught by Allen. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Herbert.
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
A handoff, it's Eckler.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
It's Eckler again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Draw play. It's Eckler.
And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. Incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 22.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
And that one too wide. And incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Davis now to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun.
Herbert, quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver's offense now set to go.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Jalen Guyton,
30 yards.
And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Wilson.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Quentin Johnston, 43 yards. And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man,
At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That caught by Manhertz.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down up near the 40-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos.
Marvin Mims
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Wilson.
Quickly into the hands of Mims.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Wilson.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That good for 19 and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.